How we doing, everybody? This is AJ Torres calling strikes, courtesy of Undrafted Sports. And from what I heard the news, I actually am home today. Took myself a sick day, but I wanted to talk to about Noah Syndergaard, Thor. Now, do I think that he is the ace that we all thought he could be? He can't really pitch the inside. I mean, he's still got a great fastball, great slider. I think he's got to work up on that changeup. Is he still talented? Absolutely. Do I think he's going to be that starting pitcher who's going to be that ace on not just the Mets, but any pitching staff? With time going on, and I remember talking to Ethan about this, my answer is no. We just received news, right UCL injury, no structural damage. I just recently had a Tommy John surgery a while back. So he's going to be shut down for 6 weeks. So we're going to be looking at August by the time that he would be back. And with the trade deadline going on, I understand that there's a new regime. And if you're Steve Cohen, you're going with Sandy Alderson, and you're going to say to yourself, what do we do about Noah Syndergaard? We know what he could bring to the table. And with time, you're going to see if his fastball velocity is still there, where he's going to be able to locate his slider. And I've been saying this for a while now, ever since I've been doing this show. I wonder if Noah Syndergaard could maybe not close, but I think you got to turn him into a relief pitcher because, again, sometimes he doesn't make it through 5 or 6 innings. He primarily pitches on the outside of the plate, not pitching inside as much. He can do damage. It's just, can he do it consistently and through? I know some guys don't see the third time through the lineup all the way through, but can he get through the second without any damage going? You know, I can't honestly give you a good yes or no answer. I just can't do that. But in doing so, if you're the Mets, what do you do? Do you shop him? Just say, hey, he's going to be a starting pitcher and he's going to get back to form and see what prospects are out there? If you're Steve Cohen, you said, I want to win a World Series within the first 3 years of me being here. Now, this year, there's a crazy amount of injuries. DeGrom, Conforto, McNeil. There's a lot of guys hurt on this staff, and some of them have been more tragic than others. Some of them have been ugly, like Kevin Pillar. But what I think from here, I think if you can't get the proper value from him, and if he recovers and he gets back that velocity, I think you got to try and put him in as a relief pitcher because if you look at the relief pitching down the line now, Diaz has been better. I'll give him credit for that. Trevor May is Trevor May. He's good. But I still don't think you have those uh, those big arms in the back of the bullpen. And I think if your starter has a great day, so if he goes 6 innings and then you say, hey, can I trust my seventh, eighth, and ninth inning guys? And on a regular basis, your answer is a no if you're a Mets fan for the most part. It has been that way for a couple of years. Even some of them before Diaz's time. And with Diaz, I mean, he seems to be getting his confidence back, which is amazing. But with the batting averages going down and really just the hitting in baseball going down in a gruesome way, it definitely helps the fact. But for real now, if you're the Mets and you say, hey, we're going to see if Noah Syndergaard can pitch in the bullpen for us, where does that leave you? What do you do from here? What is the now? The now is we have to wait 6 weeks and see how he goes, and then hopefully he, is able to throw a good fastball. But obviously he's not going to be touching high 90s after 6 weeks when he first gets back. So this one's a really tricky one, and I'm at a loss. I really am, and I wish I had more information to give everybody because it just sounds like a boring, broken record. But, you know, it kind of gives it a little bit of excitement. So, is there a prospect out there that you're dialing on the phone for, just being like, hey, I'm going to give you Noah Syndergaard, but give me this guy? What's his value and what's his asking price at the end of this season? That is the question. So if you're a Mets fan, if you're part of the Mets ownership or the upper office regime, you have a lot to think about. And for better or for worse, it's about to be entering June, and this is when the trading starts to get very interesting. And if you are a New York baseball team, you know there's going to be a lot of phone calls. This is AJ Torres from Calling Strikes, courtesy of Undrafted Sports. We'll catch you later.